Cancer. This is going to be a reading for you. As always, please remember to take what resonates and leave what does not. Let's jump right into your reading. And of course, if you are interested and you find that the reading resonates with you and you'd like to see more of my videos, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's see what's going on for you, Cancer. We have the Eight of Wands at the bottom of the deck here before we begin. These could be the arrows of love, hope, communication. It represents expediency, fast movement. Let's see here what's going on. High Priestess. Your intuition is on point. You're listening to your inner voice. You are moving in accordance with that. The Ten of Cups. Oh, okay. It seems like you are happy with it. Seems like following your intuition is actually bringing positive results here. We have the Hierophant coming out in the crowning position. The Seven of Wands in the beneath position. So you're thinking about your personal belief system, higher education. Your focus seems to be on maybe spiritual concepts or just being benevolent or receiving help from someone who is assisting you here. The Hierophant in the crowning position, Taurus energy, with the energy of the moon, with the High Priestess, and the Seven of Wands coming out here in the beneath position. So there could be an issue here where you're fighting for what you believe in. If I were to take these literally, seems like you're defending some kind of belief system, maybe defending your own intuition. Maybe you're fighting for a cause here. Maybe you're fighting for career or material stability or abundance or something like that. Seems like you're kind of rescuing a lost cause here in the unconscious energy. Past energy here is the Seven of Cups. That's the energy of illusion, options, a little bit of confusion maybe ideas moving into the future. We have the Eight of Pentacles. So where something was theoretical or where something was maybe just an idea, it seems like you've channeled that into resolve, into mastering a skill or seeing some kind of result here. It looks like you've been cautiously proceeding with this Eight of Pentacles. Okay. Self-position, we have the Knight of Swords in reverse. Incapacity, extravagance. Could be someone who's a little bit impetuous or impulsive. Could be that you find yourself engaged in an argument with someone who doesn't have a defensible position or someone who doesn't know what they're talking about. In your environment, we have the Empress. It could be here, Cancer, that you are kind of fighting with someone this week. Maybe a mother figure who has your best interest at heart. And maybe you're potentially very defensive or impulsive or reckless with this person. Empress in your environment. Venus energy, the energy of love. Could also just be that you're kind of feeling like there is something here for you that you don't feel ready to pursue, but your intuition is saying that you should pursue it, and it brings positive results. Hopes and fears. Yeah, it does kind of seem like you are hopeful for expansion. Seems like you have your goals in mind. It seems like you're very focused. Seems like you're predicting the future here and moving in accordance with that. So it's almost kind of like what I'm seeing is like you're maybe not trusting. I don't know if I want to say not trusting your intuition, because it seems like you are. You're out here with the High Priestess in the upright. But maybe it's just that you don't feel like you're ready to move forward in a particular direction. But hopes and fears, you kind of hope like you are. You hope that you are. Seems like you're putting in the work towards something. All right, the outcome. The Nine of Wands in reverse. It's interesting because the outcome almost shows like a sort of withdrawal from perseverance. I want to clarify all these because this message is a little bit cryptic as it is here just on the table. Let's take a look at the High Priestess. Clarifying the High Priestess. The Tower in reverse. The Seven of Pentacles. And the Nine of Wands in reverse. Okay, so it looks like you are anticipating some kind of disaster or calamity. You know that it's coming, but maybe you're trying to prevent it in some way. You don't feel like you're ready to take this on. And then you're showing with the Ten of Cups that you're just trying to be happy. Clarifying the Ten of Cups, so you have the Page of Pentacles in reverse, the Hermit, and the Empress. Page of Pentacles in reverse is an energy that doesn't take something seriously. The Hermit is withdrawal, and the Empress is fruition. So it's almost like what I'm seeing here is that you're being challenged to do what makes you happy or to maintain your happiness. It seems like you are anticipating some kind of disaster. I would warn against inactivity with this Knight of Swords in reverse. I would continue down the path that you've been on. Because it seems like you're withdrawing from bringing something to fruition, or you know how to bring something to fruition, but you're kind of doubting it. Page of Pentacles in reverse. So consistency is going to play out for you in a very positive way. Maybe you're expecting too much too soon as well with this Nine of Wands in reverse and the outcome. I feel like it could be kind of easy for you to get discouraged. I think there's something here where you're maybe in a recovery period with this Tower in reverse, Nine of Wands in reverse, and the Seven of Pentacles, maybe in terms of your finances, especially with this Page of Pentacles in reverse. And you're doing the wise thing here by being patient. And I think that you know that you're going to have to be patient with the High Priestess, clarified by the Seven of Pentacles. Okay. Whew. All right. So with the Hierophant coming out in the crowning position, clarifying the Hierophant is the King of Swords in reverse, the Three of Wands in reverse, and the Four of Cups. Okay, so there's a breach of faith or someone who's operating in bad faith. I think that you are learning to kind of keep faith right now with that King of Swords in reverse instead of like being so hyper analytical or only considering rationality. I think that there's an aspect of faith here that's being really tested for you right now. And you kind of are overshooting the goal a little bit. I think that there might be a little bit of realism that is kind of being incorporated into the way that you're understanding your faith in yourself, in the divine, in your mission, in this project that you have going on here. I think you're beginning to realize that it's going to take you a little bit more time than you had maybe previously anticipated. Because you're kind of feeling a little bit apathetic here with this Four of Cups. It's almost like you're disappointed with the results of something because you kind of overshoot the goal and it causes you to lose faith. But Spirit's just saying, stay focused on your faith here. Stay focused on the vision, the ultimate goal, the Hierophant energy. Okay. Clarifying the Seven of Wands and the unconscious energy. Justice. Okay, good. The High Priestess. Yes. And the Lovers in reverse. Okay. So there is a sense here of you. I'm almost looking at the Justice and the High Priestess of the Lovers in reverse as your intuition and your logical mind needing to see eye to eye or needing to work together here with the Lovers in reverse. The Seven of Wands in the unconscious energy, I think that's what's happening here. It's like you're learning how to balance out, if you will, with Justice, your intuition and your rational mind or logic or reasoning. And it helps you to rescue what you're considering maybe a lost cause. So we have the Seven of Cups in the past being clarified by the Three of Pentacles, Temperance, and the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah. So what you wanted here, you identified as being recognition in work, independence, and collaboration being brought into balance. Temperance is also the energy of Sagittarius. It's learning how to manage something, learning how to properly manage your, well, it seems like you had many different ideas here in the past, or many different talents, or many different routes that you could take. And it seems like maybe you selected one recently, and it's bringing you to a sense of independence, recognition, and balance. Moving into the future, the Eight of Pentacles, this is the mastery of a skill. Working on something, perfecting something, completing a project. What is the Eight of Pentacles? The Chariot in reverse, that's your energy. The Nine of Swords and the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, so you're receiving some kind of reward or gift here in the future for something that you are working on. And it seems like as you're working on this thing, you're really stressed out and you're kind of maybe being pulled in two different directions in your mind. Is this for me? Is this not for me? Or you're kind of just feeling defeated by the whole prospect. It does pay off here, the Six of Pentacles. Okay. I have the Knight of Swords in reverse in the Self position, being clarified by the Sun in reverse, Death, and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so you're kind of in this energy of almost giving up on something because you feel like you don't really have a whole lot of energy to give to it. Yeah, I was really picking up on that. I really want to encourage you to continue down the path that you are currently on. It's going to take you some time, I feel, to get through this period. I feel like you're almost kind of initiating something or just beginning something here. In the beginning, though, I think that it started with you seeing how successful you could potentially be at something. But moving into the future, it's like getting to that point of success is really stressful for you. All right. In your environment, the Empress, being clarified by the Queen of Swords, the Five of Cups, and the Ten of Cups. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. It's you using your logical mind in order to get through a disappointing period so that you can finally see success and happiness and emotional fulfillment. Bringing that emotional fulfillment to fruition through the logical mind. So the mind and the heart, there's a core theme here of them working together within this reading. Justice and the High Priestess. Hopes and fears, we have the Three of Wands being clarified by the Five of Wands, the Eight of Swords in reverse, and the Two of Wands. Yeah. I see you being very ambitious, very dedicated to make something happen the way that you want it to happen. Not allowing your mind to distract you or to get you to lose focus on the goal that you have. I see you fighting for this, striving for this. The outcome here is the Nine of Wands in reverse being clarified by the Queen of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Ace of Wands. Okay. Okay. So the only warning I have here is that it's going to take some regular work in order to get where you want to be. I wouldn't expect overnight success. Queen of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Wands. In time, after you have begun this, I do see this really paying off for you and really resulting in a lot of abundance, business success, if that's what we're talking about here. But Cancer, please try not to think that you have to make this happen overnight. try to understand that it's going to be the type of thing that you're going to have to put in consistent work in order to achieve. All right. Devotion. What else do we have for Cancer, please? Introspection in reverse. You could be feeling kind of lonely these days. And that could have been kind of causing you to stagnate or to hesitate to move toward a particular goal. Success. We have graceful persistence coming through here. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Recognize when it's time for you to be gracefully persistent in the pursuit of success. I think that's what you're learning right now, Cancer. What else do we have? Contentment in reverse. It doesn't seem like you're happy with your financial situation at the moment. But you have the vision here. You've had it for a while, the 7 of Cups. Keep that vision in mind as you continue to move forward. The darkest night. You could be kind of feeling, like I said before, a little bit of a sense of attachment from your spirituality, especially with that Hierophant and the King of Swords in reverse. Could be overthinking your spirituality or overthinking your path altogether. Kind of feeling disconnected from yourself or kind of feeling a little bit powerless. But it's because of this period of powerlessness or disconnection that you discover something deeper within yourself. Keep that in mind. Interesting. All right, what else do you have for Cancer? Compassion. Have compassion for yourself. This is also an indication of psychic gifts, which I am not surprised to see, considering we have the High Priestess out here twice, which is associated with your ruling planet, the moon. We also do have Cancer out here twice, the Chariot, twice. Cancer is known as one of the most psychic zodiac signs, maybe Pisces being a close second and maybe then Scorpio being a third. But it seems like you're being called in a particular direction. You're being called towards something that means something to you, something that makes you feel fulfilled. Maybe you are helping other people. Maybe you're putting yourself in other people's shoes. Maybe you are working in counseling or therapy, or you're working in the medical industry. Maybe you're helping other people and you don't even know how. But Spirit is saying right now, the most important thing that's going to get you through this period is compassion for yourself and compassion for other people. Closing message here for Cancer. You have to go into the unknown, galactic mushroom. There's something here to the effect of you not necessarily being able to see right now just how connected things are. And in order for you to discover that, you have to take a risk, take a leap of faith, jump into the unknown, go into the deep end, go into the darkness of the water. And that is your domain. Deep diver. The number 10 with the number 24. Someone could be 34. Number 6 is also significant. The number 1. Potentially the number 7, which is your number with the Chariot. The energy of success. You will succeed. You must be enthusiastic. You must believe, Cancer, in yourself and have compassion for yourself as you move forward into the future, even though things might seem dark. That is what we have for you this day, Cancer. If you would like to book me for a personal reading, I'm going to leave the link to do that down below in the description box. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.